Where does the British monarchy get its money? The royal family's funding comes from the sovereign grant, which is based on the profits of the Crown Estate, a property business that belongs to the monarch for the duration of his or her reign. It's independently run. The size of the sovereign grant each year is determined by the Crown Estate's profits. Typically, the royal family receives 15% of the profits, with the remainder going to the government. Recently, that amount has risen to 25% in order to cover the cost of refurbishing Buckingham Palace. Some of the property owned by the Crown Estate can be traced to Edward the Confessor, who ruled from 1042 to 1066, but the estate as a whole is from the time of the Norman Conquest. In 1760, King George III agreed to surrender his income from the Crown Estate to the government in exchange for a fixed annual payment originally known as the Civil List, and later replaced by the Sovereign Grant in 2010. The funds from the Sovereign Grant cover royal duties, including receptions, travel costs, garden parties, and school visits. But most of the funds are spent on maintaining royal palaces and covering staff salaries. But the Sovereign Grant isn't the only source of income for the royal family. The Duchy of Lancaster, a private estate that covers more than 18,000 hectares of land throughout Lancashire, Yorkshire, and central London, creates some $23 million in profits each year. There is also the privately owned Duchy of Cornwall, which covers land in southwest England and also generates about $23 million per year for whomever holds the title of the Duke of Cornwall. How money is spent from the Duchies of Lancaster and Cornwall is not shared with the public. Additionally, the king earns income from large estate homes that he personally owns, such as Balmoral Castle in Scotland, as well as through private art, jewelry, and other collections. The British monarchy is not legally liable for income taxes, capital gains taxes, or inheritance taxes. Although Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles III have voluntarily paid taxes on the profits from their respective duchies. Some say the costs of the royal family are much higher than reported because security is covered by the Metropolitan Police. But others argue that those costs are outweighed by the monarchy's other contributions to the economy, such as driving tourism.